What happens when you mix an absolute legend of a beer, Oakham Citra, with my favourite West Coast IPA, Oregon Trail? You get Nimrod. Review coming next. Hello again and welcome back to Scott and Wonder's World. The fat ugly one is back. Very excited about a brand new beer. Now, sorry, one of my little bullshit beer reviews. Now, generally, Wander does most of the beer scouting, tagging, and finding beers for our beloved little channel. My little channel. She's grown to hate it. But really, I've found this and I'm very pleased with myself. So, one of my favourite breweries, two of my favourite beers. So, Oakham Citra, the first beer in the UK to use the Citra hop from America, brewed by Oakham Brewery. An absolute classic. And you've got Oregon Trail from Elusive Brewing up in Finch Hampstead, Berkshire, up Reading Way. My absolute favourite at the moment, West Coast IPA, taken away from Sierra Nevada Torpedo, which someone pointed out to me the other day. Absolutely correct. And what they've done is they've combined these two fantastic beers, collabed, and come up with this. Elusive Brewing and Oakham's Nimrod. Now, not the Green Day album. This is an IPA coming in at 5% ABV. Picked it up from the tap room today. It's brand new out this week, and it was about £4.65, I think, something like that. Andy, their owner, lovely, nice guy. Doesn't finish last in any beers that he brews. Always fantastic. And I saw this earlier this week and thought I've got to pick that up. I've also picked up their new West Coast IPA that they've hitched a ride over across the park where they're based, their industrial unit. Hitched a ride over to Siren, and they've brewed a modern West Coast IPA with them as well. But me being a grouch, I just want to do this one first. So it says on the back, I was going to pull them down, but they're my sunglasses. They're not my reading glasses. So these are technically redundant. It says on the back, Elusive Brewing creates beers with one eye on tradition and the other on taste. It's all the other stuff. Insert coin to play. And they've got some, what I like about this is they've got some sort of hops scattered around on the thing, and obviously they've got the main hop, which is the same as the Citra Hop Man on the front. So it looks like, I know Oakham use that all the time, so all good. So it says on the back, Nimrod is a mashup of Oakham's iconic Citra, which was hugely influential in our beer journey, with our own much loved Oregon Trail. The result is a bright and fresh IPA with bags of flavour that we think brings you the best of both worlds. Now, been a bit of a worry rock. I am worried that there might not quite, each beer might cancel each other out. I hope it doesn't die off like a platypus or anything like that. But anyway, let's have a look. Using my Elusive Brewing glass. I can't remember the last ride in that I put beer in. See? Don't want to jinx it. Now, let's have a look and see what we've got in the glass. In the glass, straw coloured, slight haze to it, finger of white head on the top. Nice amount of carbonation racing around in there. I'm hoping you can see that. Let's go in for a swirly and a sniffy. Bright, hoppy. That citrus dialed down ever so slightly. It's not raging out. There's some grapefruit in there as well. Grapefruit, lemon, lime. But no single hop is walking alone in there. The citrus is beginning to come through a little bit now. I thought it might have sort of been a bit, you know, I didn't want to reject the citra. That smells nice. Cheers. I take back what I say. The citra is actually very prominent in there, and actually, it's almost a king for a day of the hop. Very, very soft mouthfeel. Very low, actually very low carbonation. I'm quite surprised. Looking at it, I thought it would be slightly more carbonated on the mouth than it is. There's a nice resinous bitterness on the back end. There's some grapefruit bitterness in there, some pithy orange bitterness in there as well. But the citra shines more on the flavours than it does actually on the aroma. So, good riddance to the shit I just said. Is it 5%, did I say? Easy drinking. Easy drinking. You get that slight West Coast vibe to it. It's not massively bitter. It's nowhere near as bitter as Oregon Trail is, but it's a nice drying bitterness. Obviously you've got that sort of slightly piney back end as well that makes you want to go back in for a little bit more. That's lovely. I should have bought an Oregon Trail and a citra, poured them in and see what it came out like. Might be able to do that on the next one. But Oakham and Elusive Brewings, where was it brewed? I'm assuming it was brewed at Elusive. Yeah, it doesn't say. I'm assuming with it being the top brewery, that was brewed at Elusive. In my eyes, they don't do a great deal wrong. Refreshing, slightly bitter, citrusy bitterness, a little bit of pine in there as well, resinous pine. I'm going to sit and enjoy that. If you see any Elusive Brewing beers and you've not tried them, give them a go because you won't be disappointed. A huge array. I've picked up Wonder and Oatmeal Stout. A huge array of different styles of beers, all done really, really well. And obviously, you're not going to go far wrong with Oakham's Citra as a go-to fridge filler. For me, Nimrod, brand new out this week. Double thumbs up from the fat ugly one. So yeah, if you've tried it, you're going to have to have been quick. If you haven't tried it and you see it, pick it up. Leave a comment in the comments box if you like these two breweries, if there's something you'd like to see on the channel. There's a thumbs up and a thumbs down. There's a subscribe over there somewhere if you want to hit that. And we want to see you soon. Have a great weekend.